What does the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, the National Hockey League, Major League Soccer, and the PGA Tour all have in common other than being professional sports organizations? I'll tell you right after this. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kelly Vaughan. I'm a realtor with the Vaughan team and Keller Williams. And if this is your first visit to our channel, thank you so much for joining us. We're glad you're here. Consider clicking the subscribe button down below, and you can join us every week. We publish new videos. Today, I want to talk about another one of my favorite cities in the northern Dallas suburbs, and that is Frisco, Texas. Now, Frisco sits in between Denton and Collin counties, with the Dallas North Tollway sort of bisecting the city. If you know anything about Frisco, you know that it is booming. It is the place to be in the Dallas area for a number of reasons. And the first is its tremendous population growth. In 2020, the population of Frisco is right now 199,000 people. In 2010, it was 118,000 people. And Frisco is expected to be well north of 200,000 people by the end of the year. That's huge growth. In 2018, Frisco was named the #1 place to live by Money Magazine. So not only is Frisco known across the North Texas region as a place to be, national organizations are recognizing that too. Now, Frisco. At the top of the video, I asked you what the NFL, the NBA, National Baseball, Major League Baseball, National Hockey League, professional golf, and Major League Soccer all have in common. And what they have in common is Frisco. Frisco has either team headquarters or affiliates for all of those organizations. Frisco is the home of the Star, which is the headquarters for the Dallas Cowboys. It is the home of the Dallas Stars, which is major professional hockey. It is home to the Developmental League for the Dallas Mavericks. That's the Texas Legends. It's the home of the AA farm team for the Texas Rangers, the Frisco Rough Riders. It's the home of FC Dallas, which is Major League Soccer, and it's also the home of the National Soccer Hall of Fame. And it is coming soon is the Professional Golf Hall of Fame in Frisco as well. So Frisco has so much going on in terms of professional sports. The really cool thing is that these teams have not only built their physical presence in the community, but they've also formed some really fun partnerships with other entities in Frisco. So the Dallas Cowboys and their facility at the Star is also the home of high school football in Frisco ISD. So if your son plays football in Frisco ISD, he will play his home games at the Star, and that is the Dallas Cowboys practice facility, which seats probably 20,000 people. So it is nothing like a normal high school stadium, which is really cool for the kids in Frisco, is they get to play their high school home games in an NFL facility. The Dallas Stars, which is hockey, have developed partnerships across the communities that surround Frisco and have put hockey rinks in all of these communities for kids to learn to play hockey. So you will have kids in McKinney and Allen and Carrollton all playing hockey on Dallas Stars ice, which is an amazing opportunity for them. And it's so fun to see the kids skating, learning to skate, and the pads are bigger than they are, and it's a lot of fun. Frisco is also home to the AA farm team for the Texas Rangers, and they are the Frisco Rough Riders. Now, if you're driving north on Dallas North Tollway, you cannot miss Dr. Pepper Stadium, which is where the Rough Riders play. It is just north of IKEA, and IKEA in Frisco is the landmark for everything. Everything is, where are you relative to IKEA? My favorite thing about the Frisco Rough Riders is that it is such a family-friendly environment. The tickets are really affordable. They have a ticket where it's all you can eat, hot dogs and drinks, and super fun and affordable. And the other thing that I love is that at the end of every game, the kids in the stadium and any adults that want to are invited to run the bases on the field. Now, that's not something that my son would have the opportunity to do anywhere else. And as a mom, I love that my non-sporty child has the opportunity, and I've got video of him running the bases in a Major League Baseball park. So I love that about Frisco and the Rough Riders. Frisco is also home to the Texas Legends, which is the developmental league team for the Dallas Mavericks. And their games are a lot of fun. And again, super affordable, great way to see major sports at a super family-friendly and affordable price. I also love that Toyota Stadium is the home of FC Dallas. And FC Dallas is Major League Soccer. The Toyota Stadium is also home to the National Soccer Hall of Fame. And even if you're not a soccer fan, that's a super cool thing to check out and see all of the memorabilia and stuff from the teams across the league and read the history of soccer in the United States. So that's a fun thing. And we've heard a rumor that the PGA Tour is bringing the National Golf Hall of Fame to Frisco as well. So Frisco has it all going on in terms of sports, activities, opportunities for the community to interact with professional sports. The third thing about Frisco that you need to know is that Frisco has not only outstanding schools, but small schools. They say that everything is bigger in Texas, but that is not necessarily the case when it comes to the enrollment of a school in Frisco. Frisco has the philosophy where if the school gets too crowded, they will build another one. So Frisco ISD has 63,000 students and 72 campuses. That averages to less than 900 students per campus, which is really, really beneficial to the kids. Across the district, the student to teacher ratio is 15:1, meaning that classes are small, and Frisco ISD has the mission statement to know every child by name and by need. In the elementary schools, Frisco has about no more than 675 students per school, about 900 kids per school in middle school, and in high school, about 2,000 kids per school. Now, Frisco has 10 high schools, and it is interesting to note that the 2,000 students per school in Frisco is going to be one class in other high schools around the area. Now, keep in mind, if you buy a home in Frisco, do not get attached to the schools that your house feeds to, because they will most likely change during the course of your child's K through 12 education in Frisco. I have had clients buy homes in Frisco, and within the time that their kindergartner gets into 5th grade, they've changed schools at least once. So if you buy a home in Frisco, buy it for the community, buy it for the amenities, buy it because you love Frisco, not because you're particularly tied to one individual school, because it will more than likely change while you live in Frisco. So just keep that in mind. If you've been to Frisco and have something that you love about Frisco, drop us a comment below and tell us what you love about Frisco. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a fantastic day. Be kind to each other, and we'll see you next time. Bye.